The Hierophant, represented by the number 5 in the tarot, is a religious or spiritual figure symbolizing the connection between the material world and the spiritual realm. In the card, he is seated between two pillars, which symbolize duality and the connection between opposites. He wears a papal robe and holds a scepter or staff, representing his spiritual authority. Often, there are two followers at his feet, one on each side, seeking his wisdom. The Hierophant embodies the archetype of the spiritual teacher and guide. On a psychological level, this card represents the search for spiritual truth and connection with the divine. It symbolizes spiritual authority, teaching, and wisdom. When the Hierophant appears in a tarot reading, it suggests a call to explore spiritual matters and seek guidance from a spiritual teacher or guide. It can also indicate a need to follow established spiritual traditions and seek truth through teaching and practice. Spiritual archetype. In a spiritual sense, the Hierophant represents the pursuit of truth and connection with the divine through established religious or spiritual traditions. It suggests the need to find a spiritual path and follow it with devotion and humility. The Hierophant also symbolizes a connection with spiritual teachers or guides who can provide guidance on the spiritual journey. Mundane archetype. In everyday life, the Hierophant is related to education, teaching, and religious or spiritual institutions. It can represent the search for knowledge and wisdom in a broader sense, such as through formal education. It can also be associated with legal matters and religious ceremonies. Interpretation in a tarot reading. The interpretation of the Hierophant card varies depending on its position in a tarot spread and the surrounding cards. In general, this card suggests the need to seek spiritual truth, follow a spiritual path, and seek guidance from spiritual teachers or guides. Goal position. When it appears in a position related to your goals or desires, the Hierophant reminds you that the pursuit of spiritual truth is essential. It can indicate a desire for spiritual growth and the need to find a suitable spiritual path. Challenge position. In a position suggesting challenges or obstacles, the Hierophant may indicate difficulties in your search for spiritual truth. It can also point to conflicts with established religious or spiritual structures. Outcome position. When it appears in an outcome position, the Hierophant may suggest success in the quest for spiritual truth and obtaining the necessary guidance. It can be a card of spiritual achievement and growth. The Hierophant is a card that invites you to explore spiritual matters and seek guidance on your path. It represents the need to respect spiritual traditions and learn from spiritual teachers or guides on your journey toward truth and wisdom.